We're the Circular Textiles Foundation, and we envisage a future where clothing and textiles are designed for durability and recyclability as standard practice.
What we would like to facilitate for brands is gather your data once, share it broadly.
Even if you have a low impact garment, so one that's designed for durability, made with recycled content, has its lifespan extended, all that great stuff. If the model remains linear, all that great stuff that's going in inevitably goes to waste.
We know that we can lower the carbon impact of clothing by design. If we can prove that concept of you improve the design, you've lowered your impact, everybody's on a journey to net zero. You know, that might be by 2030 or might be by 2050, but you're still on a journey towards net zero, and they've got to get there.
I think this workshop really brings hope for the industry, especially when we look at the people in the audience. So these are the real key decision makers behind some of the world's biggest brands, so it's essential that they're kind of involved in the conversation, and I think the workshop provides great opportunity to share about the latest innovations, which really gives hope to the industry as a whole.
We're really, really lucky that we've got 14 brands all together from different sectors, but the fact that 14 brands wanted to come to this event today shows how desperate the industry is for this knowledge and the idea of learning about change and being part of that at the beginning so that they understand the journey and get through it. So we've been really lucky. I mean, it's a brilliant crowd.
What we're here to champion is an end-of-life solution within a closed-loop system. And currently less than 1% of clothing in the UK is recycled back into textiles. Okay, so a huge amount of opportunity.
I think the goal of this workshop is for participants to leave with a clear understanding of the actions they need to take and the reassurance that they're not facing these challenges alone.
Our whole industry has had a lot of success in the linear model. For hundreds and hundreds of years we've make and wasted a lot of products, and so to change that on a big scale is very difficult. I've had a really good day so far. I've worked with the Circular Textiles Foundations for a few years now, so it's really exciting to see how their offering has grown. It's been really great to work through some specific product ideas. We've got our designer and a product technologist with us here today, and we're looking at both menswear and womenswear products to understand how can we both design for durability and recyclability. So I feel like we're leaving with really actionable points and got some great inspiration on how I can think to upskill our teams as well, so it's been really helpful.
Whether we like it or not, it's changing. So the mindset of the consumer has changed. They now care passionately about net zero, they care passionately about the impact of clothing. They're all aware of the impact of clothing. So that has changed. But then the legislative framework has also changed. That concept of eco-modulation, the better you are at designing clothing, the less you'll pay.
I think it will reduce a lot of fickle fast fashion people. I think people will be much more aware of where it's going to end up. The tax that will seem very intimidating at the moment, I think will reduce the volume of clothes that end up in landfill.
So that is going to be really fundamental to the transition from linear to circular.
I think it's quite evident that there is a need to transform the industry. I mean, we are facing upcoming legislation, we are facing an environmental crisis, and it's really important to start preparing now. It's not a change that will come in 10 years, it's already around the corner. So they've all brought different products, which is great, so they can actually see how they can face the challenge within their own products, which I think is quite fun and exciting about this workshop.
If EPR is coming with a tax, the better you know, the lower could be that impact for you.
It's step by step giving brands that guidance, and for us at the CTF, recycling and that closed loop system is integral in achieving that.